We're looking at a review for... I believe this is... Fuck, what's his face? Argnog? Yep, it's a, Gold Mercy main. Gonna, see how we're doing. Looks like we're walking into round 2 here because he already has gold healing. Alright, I'm gonna turn up the volume again so I can actually hear the callouts and stuff. Hasn't really been any communication so far, has there?
Yeah, I don't think it worked for them.
You have a ferret, you need to connect your beam directly to your ass. I've never seen one of your... okay, that's a lie. I've seen some of your VOD reviews, Snooper, but I don't remember your intro. It's okay though, I'm stealing it now. You got a ferret, connect your healing beam directly to your ass and do not let go. To her ass, not yours. Or either or. Okay, Soldier's gonna rocket soon. Get ready to boost him. Ryan, you have more time to react to Ryan. Nice, good, actually really good boosting. Farah, try to keep Farah in mind. Okay, your monkey's about to die. Pretty much everything is, okay, here. I would not be falling back towards main point, because the Farah can single you out very easily and you are away from your team. Instead, you see this? You see this? You see how you're positioned here? Start healing him, and then look for the jump to your Ana. Because that's your escape. You can't backtrap, you're too far in.
Good kill.
You need to be calling out that the Fair is behind. Or the Fair is in your, like, main approach.
Take the objective.
Your Ana's dead. Your Ana's dead, just leave her. Okay, well.
Got the Zarya.
You should be saying things. Not really pressing tab, so I can't make good judgment calls, but say things at the very least. Are you like froze there or something? I don't know what that was.
Oh, they have the point. Let's regroup.
Like, are you? I don't know why you're just pausing. It's a little bit weird. Your soldier's super dead. Your hand is probably dead as well. She's to your left. You need to be. If she was getting shot, you should have been checking here. What is that background? Did you like just turn your mic on or something?
I'm 75 on my ult.
Oh, you did. I see. Okay, well we're gonna turn this down a little bit. That is some unfortunate background noise. When you say my ult, it's not helpful in a pub. Try to say 75 on res instead.
On the right. I got ult, so if you guys get in there.
Alright, I don't know why you didn't have your mic enabled up until now. These are helpful callouts. Oh, Coconut donated 1 bit. Thanks. Okay, Farah here. Here we go. I'm still in volume control, fuck. Alright. Healing is pretty much fine, except here. Bam. Farah's ulting. You need to go heal her immediately, or else she will get killed.
Behind us. McCree behind.
Good call on the McCree, though.
Nice.
Alright, good work. Good job being encouraging, it's important. It triggers me that you haven't healed the Farah yet. Literally no reason to have your pistol out, because you're gonna need to damage boost soon. Please heal your Farah. Alright. Loud fucking donations. You need to go heal your Farah. Okay, well. Okay, you jump, boom! Alright, here, this is the important part, right? Bam, she gets shot. You see the explosion? You had like a couple of frames of the critical health thing. You need to heal that. Like 100%, because she's gonna get shot again. Like, you jumped to the Farah, like, while she's dogfighting the pharmacy, and then you just kind of ignore her. You need to, the healing priority is to need to realize she's about to die. I would tempo res this. I would tempo res this, because I would say you're about to die. Reason being, your team is being pushed off point. You're up here with a monkey alone versus pharmacy. That makes you a very easy target. I would tempo res that 100%.
Oh,
Now keep in mind, yeah, you're dead. Try not to say "oh ow." That's not very helpful. Try to be like Roadhog ulting me, something along the lines.
Zarya's dead. Farah's dead. On is dead.
Just call stay on point. Tell your team to stay on point, because if they leave,
Alright, you can fall back, group up.
if they leave point, then you can't res them, and that means you can't stall.
There you
Check your team's ults, dudes. You need to be informed about what your team can do. Alright, just tell your team to fall back. You're down one already. It's not a good start.
go. I still got res.
Like this is not a winning fight. This is not a winning fight. Your Pharah just respawned. That puts you at a 5v6. That's bad.
No.
Just keep your soldier up. He's probably the most important person on your team.
Ah, damn you.
That or keep the Ana up because she's another healer.
I had it, but I was caught.
We just need to group better. We really need to group better.
Honestly, he's right. You just need to like fall back and reset harder. Which is not what he said, but I think it's what he kind of meant vaguely. Well, sorry, I'm eating. Healing's fine. He's full. Switch to soldier. He's the most pertinent target to be damage boosting right now. Tell your Pharah to go. Oh god, that's really bad. Your Pharah's up in the air. Jump to her and res that. You can get the triple. Like, there you go.
Come here, Ryan. Ryan, come here.
Your Ryan's dead. Leave him. Instead, you should be turning around
Come here, Ryan.
to.
Ryan, come here.
Like, he won't come back. At this point, I would give up. Turn around, see what the people behind you are doing. Oh my god, there's a hog directly behind you. I think he missed the hook on you and hit your Winston.
Ow.
Once again, getting hog ulted. There's a. That's the enemy Pharah. Oh dear. I was gonna say go get up to your Pharah. You're about to die. If I stay in the circle, stay in the circle. It's worth it. Okay, so analysis. You're at 19 HP. I would just stay in the circle because nobody here is gonna shoot you. Nobody here is gonna shoot you because you're behind the wall, and it's open.
McCree's behind you guys.
Well, I'm a creep behind, so it doesn't matter. But healing field is very powerful. If you can stay in it without getting shot,
yeah.
do so.
Oh, yeah,
Sometimes
that's
it's even worth staying in it if you do get shot, just because of the amount of healing it does. If you're getting chipped, it's worth staying in. You're running. See, this comp's a little bit weird. You're 4-stacking, so you have a lot of control over what your comp is doing. Ryan Winston is a little weird. I would swap one of these for a diva. In like lower ranks, like in gold and silver, I think Ryan is still totally viable because people can't dive as effectively. People aren't going to be running like Tracer, Genji, Winston, and actually killing people. But I feel like it's mostly just like static in lower ranks. So pick one of these people and get them to learn Diva. Because the double main tank thing is not working out super well with your double main healer. Because main tanks use a lot of barriers and damage mitigation as opposed to actually just getting chunked. So it's a loss of potential. You can just follow the Pharah around like 24/7 if you trust your Ana to solo heal the other 3 people, and that's totally fine as well. But I would switch to like Zen or Lucio here, either off of Mercy or off of Ana.
Choro, can you play Pharah? Because I know you're a really good Pharah, unless you want to play Mei.
You already have a diva. Yeah, go fair up.
Pro Pharah.
Hey, actually, Pharah, this is fine. This is good.
Nice.
So you're just gonna stay with your Pharah. You're 5v6ing because your soldier is loading, quote unquote. Nice.
Top, Dermer.
Take cover. There is a giant wall right here. You can just stand up here and stay in cover. There is up here. Probably be damage boosting your soldier.
Han's on the left, I think.
Where is your? Okay, the important thing is where is your Pharah, because you have You have a Lucio that can kind of deal with everybody else, but you have to make sure your Pharah stays alive. Because your Pharah is going to expect a pocket.
Hog on
If
the right.
the call came out from a creek top left, tell your Pharah to dive him. And also get up to your Pharah,
Hog
because
on the
you're...
right.
The hog's flanking around, you need to be up in the air. Get on this thing up here, this pillar. It's really good to hide on.
My barrier's down. My barrier's down.
Sorry,
Need help?
sorry. There's other people. Pharah's on
Yeah,
me.
you're just tanking a lot.
My barrier's
And you also don't look up at the Pharah, which is irritating. Because it will tell you how low she is. I mean, if you can land a shot, it'll tell you how low she is. And it'll also tell you where she's shooting at you from, which is very important information. She could be, like, directly on top of you, which means you're going to take massive amounts of damage. If she's far away, you've got a chance of dodging. So here we see, okay, target priority is fine. Look up to your Pharah, jump. I already said that. But you're just not looking around enough. You're just kind of staring at your team. Try to be a little bit more aware of your surroundings. Look around a little bit more. Because that'll help a lot with dying less, I would imagine. Jump up to your Pharah when she's up there. Once again, good cover. The Pharah is in the middle of your team. Tell them to focus Pharah. She's in our backline. Or something like that.
Alright.
need help.
Your soldier just died, which means the only person who can really kill her effectively is your soldier. Or maybe your D.Va if he dives her.
There's other people.
So you need to get up to your Pharah. She's over here still, I believe.
Pharah's on me. Oh,
Wait, I
fuck.
need heals. Thank you.
I'm on you, I'm on you, I'm on you.
Kill that soldier?
McCree's still up top. I
You can probably get this res soon.
Oh, jeez. I got res.
That was so close.
Wait for your Lucio to die and then res that. Wait. Okay.
Guys. Help me. Help me, Zarya's on me.
You can say she's on you, but you need to call where you are. They'll call, like, Zarya middle, or something like that.
Don't res me.
Your team keeps dying one by one. It's really frustrating to watch.
McCree's still up top, so I'm gonna shoot him.
Nice, good call. Top left would have been a more helpful call. And then you failed at heal. You should go for that. Okay, well. And never mind, that was a bad call. You shouldn't have gone for that.
Yeah, they got it, guys.
I was like, maybe this fight's still winnable. No, the fight was not still winnable. You got grab out of it, though, and that's fine. Yeah, gnarly, how's it going? Just doing me some VOD review right now.
They wasted a Zarya ult, though.
Alright, you pressed tab for like a quarter second.
Doing.
Fuck. There we go, okay. Team comps, they've got Pharmacy, God. If your Ryan switches to Winston, that would be huge. Ryan does pretty much nothing here. Helps a little bit against the Hog, helps a little bit against the hit scan, but the main issue is that he's just gonna get fucked by the Pharah because your soldier can't deal with the Pharmacy by himself. You need to get like a Winston here, I think. I think that would help a lot, especially with their hit scan. Just D.Va Winston, dive the hit scan, you stay up with the Pharah, Lucio and Soldier roam around. Or Lucio stays with your tanks while they're diving and Soldier can go fuck off high ground. Ryan does nothing here though, because you're not controlling high ground. As the main issue.
Yeah. They wasted a Zarya ult, though.
Yeah, there's way too much hit scan for you to be Pharah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna focus you too hard. Alright, there's spawn camp.
Switch to Mei
Spawn camping us on the right.
against Zarya Hog Pharmacy?
There's
That's
spawn camping us. Someone take
that's kind of questionable.
on the right.
If you look at your comp right now, your damage is like non-existent. Lucio does a tiny bit of damage, Mercy does 0 damage, Ryan effectively does 0 damage, Mei does very little damage. D.Va does an okay amount of damage if she's attacking, and Soldier does damage. That's not enough. That's not enough. The team does literally double your damage output, and you don't have the heals or barriers to mitigate it.
Right, there's spawn camping us. Someone take out the
Although, admittedly, you do have a D.Va, so that helps. Tell your team to dive that Pharah. She's way out of position. If this Pharah doesn't die, I'm gonna lose my shit.
just focus the Pharah. She's way out of position. She's just being an idiot.
You should have been damage boosting your Soldier,
With my little pea shoot.
instead of pistoling there.
On the right.
Unless you're like really confident in your aim, it's
Good play, dude.
Also, Pharah not dead. So like
With my
She's just being
it's so hard to get like consistent hits on.
she's way out of position.
You got like one hit marker, I think. You should have been damage boosting
I
your
almost
soldier. I
got
think
her.
they would have died.
With my little pea shooter.
Anyway, point being, damage boosting is generally
Good play,
better than
Eagle, but you
pistoling in
sacrificed your mech.
pretty much every situation. You're actually not up one. You need to... Okay, you pocket your soldier. Oh god.
God.
Unlucky, honestly.
Regroup at base and then just fucking take them out.
If your May switched to like Reaper, that wouldn't even be bad, I don't think here.
Thanks, man.
Or like tri-tanking probably
yeah,
isn't that bad in low ranks either.
And Mercy.
I don't know, I don't really have much commentary. It's not like your fault this is going badly, your team just doesn't have...
I got res.
Like, it's a team comp issue.
So if you
Okay,
guys
calling
don't
res
know,
is
just
good.
Mercy if you die.
Healing him is good. You're playing a little bit up. If there's somebody like out right here or back right here, which you haven't checked because you haven't looked to your left, once again, just look around a little bit more. You're gonna get absolutely fucked if the McCree runs out, like over here.
Nice, you got the
And
Pharah.
you call that you have res, but then you're pushing up to an unsafe position.
What the fuck? How many ults did they just use?
Like it could be, saying what the fuck, how many ults did they just use? That's not helpful. Call out the ults that they use because you can hear it. Just call out McCree ult, Soldier ult. You call that you have res, and then you play in a position that could very easily get you killed,
I'm gonna say.
which is questionable. And then you just win the fight, so that's fine. Ugh. Okay, it's not fine, but you didn't get punished for it.
That's the mistake they made.
Tell your team that to... Honestly, your team should play just on point here.
McCree's probably gonna go up top again, and I still have res.
Top left or top
Oh shit, you still have a Ryan instead of Winston. Yeah, no, you need to control... Call should have gone down by somebody to control high ground, because they're just gonna sit up there with hit scan and maul you.
soldier. You want to take care of him?
Diva went up. Oh,
Nice. You need to drop, okay.
Soldier, you want to take care of him?
Diva went
Instead
up.
of floating here, which puts you on a predictable pattern, the second Justice comes out, you need to let go of spacebar and look for a shift target.
Oh
I would have
my
chosen
God,
the Ryan,
ow.
but that's good enough. Once again, oh my god, ow, cluttering comms. Everybody's guilty of it a little bit here and there, but just try not to do it. Tell them to focus the Mercy, she's out of position, like on point. She should be dead. Just tell them to follow your Ryan, because he committed to that.
Someone get the
Like, your Ryan's committing, but then the rest of your team is hiding behind the pillar, which is super duper bad.
nice.
What are these ults?
That's
What
pretty
the
good.
hell?
Their Mercy, nice Diva.
What? The Mercy died to that? Okay. Call Farah top left. Don't just say her name.
Just firing rockets at me, please help.
Just call left side. Left side, Soldier McCree.
Get soldier left.
Nice. Good work, good work.
Let me
Try
see.
that.
Got scared and ran. Nice job.
Call out that Farah's still main.
Roadhog on point coming in.
McCree behind, oh
behind.
jeez.
Okay.
Got him.
He didn't fan you for some reason. I don't understand why people with inconsistent aim don't just use fan the hammer. Your Ryan's way up, you should be with him.
Oh,
Because the thing is, they're already down to McCree, right? I doubt they're gonna come back to this. You probably could have just healed him.
You stay behind. Stay behind.
That was really lucky.
jeez, all of you.
This is my fault actually. My bad. I wasn't paying attention to which heroes they have. And if you have been paying attention, they grabbed once at the beginning of the game, and they haven't grabbed since. So by now, it's been another like 140%. They could easily have grab,
Oh jeez.
which is what they do. So
Thought my life was over.
you should be playing back in preparation for grab or not barrage. I don't know who else is on their team.
Oh shit, sorry.
Ryan needed to call the the hammer down.
You stay behind.
That was lucky. If you had been a little bit closer, you would have gotten caught in
All
that.
of you die.
You should. Nice. Okay.
Please all
Small thing. You see him expiring, you need to leave, like, now, or you're gonna be at risk of not getting him. I would actually go out the other side. Because there's less chance of you hitting one of the souls on your attempt to jump and failing. Which kinda happens here. But you get all three, so it works out. Your May is
Oh
dead.
my.
You get Justiced.
Ow.
This is winnable. I don't know how that fair is not dead. You should call that you're dead. You should call Lucio solo heal. You should call no healing on point, actually.
No. I'm coming in.
Hold
They've
you.
only got 84, there's time to regroup. Don't let
No,
desperation
dude, they're still
trickle.
alive.
Don't let
Go, go,
desperation trickle in here. I would let the point go and then try to reset, honestly. Oh my god, are you gonna survive? Why aren't they pushing you harder? I don't... I'm afraid
Uh,
left side. Damage boost soldier. You should be damage boosting soldier there. I mean, he was looking in the wrong direction, but you
yeah,
still
we
should have been
got
damage boosting
Farrah
soldier.
timing.
The Farrah top, like you need to look at her positioning, cause like you were, so here you assume that she's mid, but you don't look, you don't check.
Not Farrah.
So you start hiding here, but she's not mid. She's fucking like right above you,
Farrah.
so you get punished. You need to you just look around a little bit more. Like situational awareness seems to be one of your weaknesses.
Hold Mercy. Mercy.
Or not situational, but positional awareness.
60.
Oh,
God, that buzz.
good try, guys.
We got like one
Um,
push left. We
Yeah,
can make
keep
it.
that.
That's really bad. You need it's gonna have to be you who gets it. Why is he just AFK and spawn? What the fuck?
Yeah.
We're gonna spawn.
It's gonna be you who needs to touch point. You needed to go
Oh, yeah,
like
they
to the
want
to the right side.
Oh,
You should like go to the right.
Yeah.
Got another grab, dude. Holy shit, the Zarya is popping off. Like I expect to see like maybe 2 grabs around tops in silver. Got 3 grabs. That's pretty good.
Can someone focus the Farrah because when I'm in the back line, she keeps hammering me with rockets.
They're on the Mercy. That Mercy needs to die first.
Yeah, no, I keep saying that I'm gonna res, but then that Farrah just comes out of nowhere and just destroys me.
Yeah, once again, just looking around more will help with getting destroyed out of nowhere by a Farrah. At least you'll know who's killing you when you're dying. But it'll give you a much better chance of like juking her. Whether it be like behind walls or just with movement. Should be damage boosting soldier if you can here. Diva's not going to be doing significant damage output. I would have jumped with the monkey there. You see him going? You've got a team to fall back to. I would jump out to the monkey because she's your Diva's matrixing anyways. Okay. Now here, your monkey didn't take significant damage. I'd jump up to your Diva and take the high ground if you can. Nice, excellent. There's a McCree to your right.
Soldier up right over there with Farrah.
You kind of jumped off,
McCree up top.
but it's dangerous. Jumping back is dangerous here because there's shit going on the ground, and you can't assess where your team is. You think you're jumping back into your team, but you're not sure. Here I would have stayed up. I would have moved to the left and tried to use Diva's body as cover.
McCree up top.
You strafed into him a little bit. I would have jumped back up 100% there. So the Farrah Mercy are in the air right now. You need to call that out.
Ryan, please
Just
come
in the
back.
air buff point. I don't know what your Ryan's
Oh.
doing.
Fuck.
That was an interesting grenade. It was something I wanted to comment on.
Oh.
Hold on.
Fuck.
The soldier there, right. Okay, jump to Urena. Nice. And then you need to go. Is like your team's positioning is just so weird. It's hard to do stuff. Just back. Okay, so here, jump to him, right? Oh, your jump doesn't go on cooldown. You should jump onto this and then up here and go run back down the hallway because you're not winning this fight. Probably only gonna. This is probably gonna be the last round I review because this video is like really long. It's like 27 minutes. Once again, the McCree is. It is a little bit of weird positioning here. Okay, right? So you're out here.
Yeah, they're all good.
Tracer gets fucked, and then you move farther out. Your teams are behind you. Unless you're trying to take cover like over here, you should back up into that corridor and use that as cover. Because you're just kind of out in the open now. There's like a McCree following you around. It's not good. Oh, here, right, okay. Important Mercy tip that'll improve your gameplay around Reinhardt's and pretty much everybody, but Reinhardt is the easiest person to learn it with. Toggling damage boost. So, you see here, healing your Rein.
Soldier on me.
I mean, honestly, you should be just damage boosting the entire time. But what you do is swing, you see that swing? You start damage boosting like 1/10 of a second before his swing lands. So it'd be like left click, right click. Left click, right click. Because then he hits it. Like, every hit marker you should already be damage boosting when it lands. Because Ryan's swings are perfectly
Ryan, please come
predictable.
back.
Because usually, Ryan's will almost always just full auto swing. So it's very easy to just time your damage boosts in between the swings. Okay, you jump out here for absolutely no reason.
Ryan, please come back.
This is a good position. You have cover, you have LOS, line of sight on your team. This is stay here. Absolutely stay here. You jump out here and you put yourself. You're not in cover again. Like, you're just kind of hovering on the point. You need to try. Yeah, you have res exactly, but you're about to die. Because there's a Zarya behind you and there's a Pharah behind you and your entire team is in front of you. What you're gonna want to do is, but you just need to be careful about your positioning. So, 2 things to work on. Well, 3 things. High ground is better than low ground. Pretty much always. Cover is very important. If there are walls between you and the enemy team, that means they cannot shoot you. I mean, excepting like rockets and stuff. But general rule of thumb, if you can't see them, they can't hit you. And try to keep your team in between you and the enemy team. So like, and I know I just did this, but like when you walked out here with the diva, when you like walked out here to the left, that's disobeying cardinal rule number 3. Because you're putting yourself in between your team and the enemy team. Because they're out here and your team's over here. That puts you in a terrible position.
Rip, Mac. Soldier on me.
And damage boosting, yeah. And then you're gonna see here.
Ryan.
You take, okay, excellent. Not only do you have, I mean, it's sort of high ground. It does make things slightly harder to hit you though. And you have cover. You've got a nice pillar here. This is a great position. I'd play a little bit more to the right so you could like run up to high ground if you need to. But this is still a good position. And then the thing about putting your team in between you and the enemy, that was an unfortunate ult, but even if that hadn't happened, you were inside your team, which puts you effectively in your front line. And then you jump out to Ryan who's in the middle of the point. In this situation, you should have fallen back to your left because you're about to have res. You're at 93. You can see that. So just head to your left, head down that tunnel, and then you're safe with res. Instead of jumping to the right.
I got res, but
and
I'm
now
gonna
you're
go
gonna
down.
die. I would imagine.
Fucking
Yeah.
fair.
Kill the Mercy.
Oh, it wasn't the Ferris fault. That was your fault. You just have to work on positioning a little bit. Or rather, that wasn't the Pharah being good. That was entirely preventable through just better positioning.
You goop up.
What's gonna happen if the Pharah decides to go peek your spawn? Probably gonna get 2-tapped. No reason to be facing backwards here. Just either wait with your team or look forward. It's not like you're gonna do anything without your team anyways. Just like stay with them or behind them. You should be telling your team which way to push. As a support, you're usually the shot caller. Just be like, hey guys, we're gonna go X direction, or this way. And make sure they're all on the same page. Or tell them to like push in and go for res.
I still got
The thing, a lot of people don't understand playing for res. The idea is you play so aggressively that your death is likely to happen. Right? So you just like 5-man dive the Zen or something, right? Bait out the trends, and then you all die. And then you can pick them all up, which is really, really valuable. Because like if you play really aggressively, you just throw caution to the wind and eat bullets. And it's fine, because you're about to get full healed. If you don't die, you're actually taking damage. Because if you don't die, then you don't get full healed. Which means the Mercy's thing where she can't heal during res, it puts you in a really bad position. So,
Sorry,
Mercy tells you to play for res.
Someone killed the farm.
Basically, go kill yourself.
That's one way to get rid of the Mercy.
She's dead, but kill the farm.
Yeah, this
Mercy's
Pharah-
dead. Okay, excellent. Call focus on the Zarya.
I
She needs
can't
to
really
die. She's
survive
charged.
if she's here.
Alright, once again, positioning.
I can't really.
You see the Pharah. You need to look around more. I know I've already said this a lot, but it's just an awareness thing. Pharah, rockets are coming from behind you. Where is the Pharah? She's behind you. Rockets are now coming from your side. Solutions. You could try to jump out to your diva. It's a little bit questionable. I would go run down this hallway and hide. The hallway behind you.
Nice.
Because then, like, worst case scenario, the Pharah chases you
Honk,
and you can
honk,
spam
honk.
pistol down a hallway. Which is the easiest way to get pistol kills. You should actually pull out your pistol here. Try shooting at the Pharah.
Dead?
Because your soldier probably doesn't have line of sight and your diva is not getting hits on her, but she did connect a few. So the Pharah is probably around half. You should, yeah, I would have stayed high ground and pulled out pistol.
Nice take.
We gotta hold this, man. We gotta avoid their ults.
Soldier, I think you need to stop focusing on ground targets and take out that Pharah, because I can't be in there to res.
Once again, it's less the Pharah that's an issue, you just need to fix your positioning. Because she's getting really easy kills on you because you're like out in the open a lot. Like, you see they're coming in, you have res, and you're not damage boosting anyone, and you're not in a particularly good hiding spot. This isn't final fight. You have to be aware that they probably have grav. It's gonna affect it. Okay, you heard the justice come down. Okay, res that. 100% res that.
No, fuck me.
Press Q. Do not die without pressing Q here.
Get behind my shield.
Oh, Nana Ryan, dude.
Fucking McCree.
This is last fight. You cannot die without pressing Q. This fit's actually a lot longer. Do you somehow recover this? Like, I'm pretty sure that's game. Oh my god. Have you not lost?
Oh, Taru cleaning up.
Just get in
How do
there.
you not lose that? I'm amazed, dude. That's nutty.
I know.
You say I can res and then you move up to like the lip. The step. This is a really good way to get shot. Cause it brings you like people like over here or over here, up here, down here, over here can shoot you. If you play back like 2 feet, that removes like 3 of these angles.
Just as Zarya, just as Zarya.
That's insane. I can't believe you didn't lose there.
Yeah, please focus her.
Nice. Wait, stay behind my shield, soldier.
Soldier, come back. Alright, I am going to hide a little bit.
Keep building out.
Guys, stay a little bit close, but not too far apart, so that if
Pushing.
you guys
They
die,
gotta
I'll
push
res you
soon.
together.
Someone's gonna come in soon.
I'm gonna hide. Fuck, soldiers, come there.
Someone's gonna come in soon.
I'm gonna hide. Fuck, soldiers.
You should have your
Stay
pistol
a
out
little
when you're
bit
hiding.
close, but not too.
Building out.
So you know this is the last fight, right? You need a good hiding
Soldier, come
place.
back.
I would recommend under personally. Go to the
Alright,
bottom
I'm
right,
going to hide a little
or
bit.
Keep building out.
yeah, the bottom right, like where you've been rolling out a little bit. That's where I
Stay
would
a little
go.
bit close, but not.
But stairs is fine too if you hold like here. This is fine, or like a little bit up the stairs where you can't see the top. That's fine too.